this is Chrism, and I'd like to invite you to another conversation about your Kundalini awakening experience. In this conversation, I'd like to discuss the sacred male and the sacred female expressive attributes and activities upon the body consciousness as they begin to transform that body consciousness. In many ways, a person will begin to adopt mannerisms and behaviors that reflect both qualities of the male and the female. The sensitivities of the female will become more expressive in the macho man, you know, and the expression of the divine male will become more expressive within the ultra feminine woman. This is normal, okay? This is nothing to be ashamed of. This is nothing to try to hide. This is basically an exaltation of both aspects, both gender-based aspects that are within the person. It is natural, and as the Kundalini comes up and comes up and comes up, further and further and further, and your transformation begins to be more complete, you'll understand that it is perfectly okay to appreciate and reflect and express different aspects of the divine gender within the context of the societal expectations of gender. Don't let this throw you. And you don't all of a sudden, you know, this can get right into the sexuality of a person. As the Kundalini comes up, you know, sometimes the male will feel extremely feminine. And the ego will misinterpret that extreme femininity and go, oh, now I'm a homosexual. I'm feeling this way, I must be gay. Okay, and the same with the female having the expressive, oh, you know, the same type of a thought process will come into being. And this is not necessarily true. It's the Kundalini coming through, and it's the divine feminine, divine male coming through and co-opting a lot of the feelings and co-opting a lot of the behaviors. Okay? Doesn't mean that Kundalini is asking you to have a sex change or to feel that you're within one polarized expression or another. No. Not at all. It's just part of the process that comes through. You know, and it's, you know, I'm certainly not saying anything against any kind of a sexual expressive option or choice. Okay, I'm just saying that as these natures come through, the ego can confuse them for something that they may not be. The ego will look around society and go, gosh, what correlates the most with these new feelings that I'm having? Ah, it must be that. Or, oh, it must be that. Okay. Understand this, and understand that you are inside of transformation. You will have expressive genders of, you know, expressive gender identification with both genders. And sometimes you'll just feel androgynous all the time. And you know, there is, you know, I want you to let go of the societal expectation of what is a gender behavior and what isn't. Kundalini doesn't necessarily claim its gender identification from the current society that you live in. Kundalini could care less. All it really wants is that you surrender to the divine transformation, and it knows that you will come into more information as you surrender to that transformation. And as you come into more information, you'll come into more understanding. As you come into more understanding, you'll have the realization of what is actually occurring to you. So you know, just don't make, you know, great, huge decisions based upon your ego misinterpreting what is occurring. Kundalini is what is occurring, and the ego cannot understand that. But your higher mental processing self can. Go with the higher mental understanding self. And thank you for listening and watching.